he knew his father is generous with his workers. So he decided, I better go back. I'm going to go back to my father. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have just left like that. And maybe he will take me in as a worker on his farm. So he decides to go back. Well, how many of you have grandparents still alive? Some of you have grandparents, yeah? Do your grandparents, if they don't work and they're at home, what is something they really like to do? In Turkey, we saw this a lot. The older people would sit at the front window of the house and watch everything that's happening outside. Does that happen in some of your countries? And it's just kind of a wonderful thing. They're still part of the community. They're watching. They can't work anymore. Well, apparently this old man probably was doing that, sitting there, looking out the window, waiting. He was waiting for his son. And when his son was really far away, he saw him. And he recognized him. Now he's an old man wearing big robes, right? Kind of wealthy, but old. And he sees his son far away, and he sees him, and he has compassion. Compassion means, it's a word that means feeling with. So he felt for his son. He realized, maybe his son, if he was so poor, maybe he was kind of walking like this, and getting back to his home. And so the old man got up, probably picked up his skirts, and ran all the way to the son before he even got to the house, and grabbed him and hugged him and kissed him, and then looked at him, and then the son tries to start saying, oh, Father, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I sinned against you and God. And he goes, shh, no. Get a big robe. Get a beautiful robe. I want to put a robe on him. Maybe he needed some clothes, Maybe he was starting a little raggedy. Get a ring. I want to put a ring on him. And so he wanted to make sure he knew, you're my son. You have the ring of the family. Get sandals for his feet. Apparently he didn't have shoes. And lastly, kill the fattened calf for him. We're going to kill the cow. We're going to have a big feast and celebrate. Maybe his son was kind of skinny by now. So he brought him back to the house, and they celebrated. And that's the end of this part of the story. There's another part, because there's still the older brother. And the older brother had a bit of a reaction to all this. And you'll get to find that out next time. Thank you.
Well, so now we get to the part that some of you have been also waiting for probably. We have to find a few actors who will help us work through the story. Okay, so I need a few actors. I need one person who will be the father. Who would like to be the father?
You don't volunteer, he'll choose.
You're pretty tall. You could be the father. How's that? So Sven is the father. You have a long beard. He has a long white beard. Remember, like he said, white beard. Then we need someone to be the two sons. And the two sons, someone who will be here next time. So, because we're going to do the story again next time. I need two sons. Who would like to be a son? Louise, you look like a good son. Don't you? Yeah, Louise, come on forward. Who else would like to be a son?
Who do you want for a brother, Louise?
Oh, would you like to be a son?
There's two brothers.
See, don't they all look the same? Yeah, they look like the same family. Close. Okay. Then, let's see. Then who else do we need? We need some friends of wait, who's the older brother? You're the older brother. You're the younger brother. So you're the one that's gonna go out and have fun. We need two girls and a guy. Two girls and a guy. Anybody to be his friends when he goes to the party. The far country.
When he wastes his money?
Yeah, you're going to go to spend all his money for him. This is a great role. Just come on, I need two people who would like to. Doris, come on. Doris, you could be one. Yeah, you like one. Doris, and we need one guy. One more guy.
Come on, who else wants to party with them?
We need one more guy.
Daniel.
Daniel, Daniel. Daniel? Okay, Daniel, join them. Now I have a couple of more difficult roles. We need a couple of people who will be the swine. Swine is another word for a pig. I'll be one of the pigs, so you don't have to be alone. But I need at least one other pig, okay? A swine. This is a really difficult role, but there's no speaking part, so... No?
Where's Peter?
Okay, Andres,
Peter.
did you raise your hand? I saw you, Andres. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. And then we need two people who will be the people in the far country, the other people there. Two people. Okay, you people, all of you on the couch, you're the people in the far country, okay? You don't have to get up, you just stay there. And then we need two people who will be the servants. The servants of the Father, just two servants. This is the last role. Would you like to be a servant tonight, David? Yeah. David will be a servant. What about you, Lucy? Would you like to be a servant? I think Lucy's very interested. With her father? I learned your name already. Are you going to come? Yeah, maybe? She's too shy. Okay, that's okay. One more servant.
Phoebe.
Be a servant, Alexandra? Okay, so now we're going to just go through the story one more time. I'm going to look at my notes so I don't forget any important parts. Wait, maybe I won't.